What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're out here working on more trucks here at the shop. Today we got 2002 Silverado. We're doing the front tubs and the firewall with the sheet metal sides and the relocation. So right now we pretty much got the whole front end pretty much torn apart. We got the fender right here, we got the hood over there, we got the other fender right here, and this does have the stock motor. That intake's off of a Trailblazer. It's got a custom throttle body and just a little intake. We got most of the stuff taken off. We got the water reservoir taken off. I'm gonna see if this guy's gonna want to do something like how we did with mine with the water hose. We get rid of this and it'll look a lot better, but if not, then we can just put this right here and it'll be a more simplistic look. So as far as that goes, we pretty much got this done already. I was also working on that C10 over there, and we got a bunch of mess, you know, just trying to get the bed off of it. But for now, this is what we got done. This is a really nice setup. I like the way he's got his lines and all that stuff already set up here with this sort of like a steel braided color line. That looks pretty dope. But as far as this goes, for now, this is gonna be it for today. Tomorrow we'll come back and start cutting up the firewall and start moving some of the wires out of the way. Biggest important deal is trying to get rid of this right here. This section is gonna be further up, so we gotta see, because he's got a bunch of cables, a bunch of wiring that he knocked out, but we're gonna get rid of most of them. He said he would rewire it himself. We'll be back tomorrow anyways, and we'll start working on it, and I'll bring you with us. Alright guys, we did a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a bunch of cutting, and we got the firewall back on there. Now I welded all of this, all of the sides. I gotta finish welding this top part, and I'm about to weld on the inside and then trim it up, make it look smooth, make it look clean, and then put some coating on it, some primer and some coating, and from there we should be good. But overall, he's going to be ready to turn them 24s, 26s, no problem. It'll fire again. I think that's good. I think that's gonna be the best I can get. Wait, one more time. I just gotta. Yeah, no, it's just a seam sealer right here in this corner. Yeah. That's all it is. It's a seam sealer. You got fire in there or no? Okay. Alright. Give me some water right here outside. I think that's gonna be good. I think that's the last part that I needed to weld. We got the firewall done on the driver's side. We still have to do the passenger side. I'm gonna do that off camera so it's not a really long video, but everything is good. We got that wire harness relocated. We got as much capacity as we could on the firewall so he's able to turn as much as possible. You know, also tire size depends on all that too, but once we have that set up, we should be able to run the tubs without a problem. We got the wire harness raised up into the far right so that when he turns he doesn't catch the wires accidentally. We actually wrapped the wire harness around a couple of times with some electrical tape, so in case vibrations or anything like that, the wire harness doesn't get caught on sharp edges. We're also gonna pretty much go over it on the inside with some seam sealer and then the paint coating And once we do that, we should be pretty much safe from any kind of leaks or anything like that. We do weld the firewall completely, you know, and all the spots that are available to us, we'll pretty much weld everything and then smooth it out, which is what we did already. And we did a fresh coat of paint, which is why it looks black now. But now that we got that done, pretty much we just got to do the other side and then do the tubs. We got some of the tubs cut out already. Let me show you that. So we got the tub cut out. And these are the sheet metal plates. So we got to take those apart and then slap them on here and pretty much weld them up. And this will kind of get rid of the ridges that the fender normally has. And I'll show you that right here. This is what the fender normally looks like, stock. And it's got these bumps. It's got all this little lumps right here, all this stuff like in the way of the new sheet metal bracket that we're gonna put on it. And that'll pretty much cover all the holes, all the gaps, and it'll definitely look a lot smoother once we're done with it. But we still have to do that. We still have to pretty much tack all that on there. And once we do that, it'll sit a lot nicer. It'll look a lot cleaner. The tub will look more complete. But we just gotta knock it out. And once we're done, I'll show you guys the final product. Now that we got the fenders on there, this is pretty much how it sits. Got the sheet metal side on the inside. Now I have to slide the tub in here, and my other worker is gonna help me hold it together so that we can pretty much tack it in place and make sure everything is leveled, and so that it looks nice and smooth, consistent all the way front and back, because these fenders have a nasty curve, so we gotta make sure that everything sits right. Well, there you have it, guys. Here we have the tub, the battery already mounted up. This is just the mock-up process. We still have to take it all apart again and finish welding on the sides. We still have to pretty much do a couple more trimming. I'm gonna mount the tire on just to make sure that everything works before we finish doing the final welds on everything and the battery and all that stuff. On this part, we're gonna bring that out. Once we take the fender off again, we're gonna put this seal against the firewall and seal it up so that no water gets in. The fender has, well, the new tub has about a finger difference or a finger gap on the inside down here, and all that's for is so that the firewall and the fender tub is not touching, because if it's touching, it's going to be doing this the whole time. So that's pretty much an ideal thing to do, is to kind of give it a little bit of space. Don't worry about water, because water's not going to get in there. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to cop the merch, tumbado.net. Like, subscribe, hit that notification if you haven't.